Hey guys, it's Mike here. Welcome to Mike's Cooking Corner. This special episode of Mike's Cooking Corner has been brought to you today by the wonderful people at Play, an internet provider in Poland that provides unlimited amounts of internet as per what they state on their fucking packaging. But regardless, today we are going to cook dim sum. Now, the dim sum recipe that I have comes from a book called The Kitchen Shelf. This is a cooking book I would highly recommend to anyone who's a bit of a nub and a scrub like myself, wanting to get into cooking with a genuine interest in, exploring and trying a number of things. And the reason I recommend this is it has a very simple guideline that it runs by for every single recipe, which is fucking brilliant. And it says, take a few pantry essentials, add 2 ingredients from the store, and make everyday eating extraordinary. So the basic concept and premise is every single recipe in here is based on using sort of primary ingredients that most kitchens are really going to have. Like when you start in your kitchen or whatever, you're usually getting shit like salt and all that other jazz, like a lot of condiments. And then with all that shit in mind, all the core basics, butter, etc., you're then just adding to that with 2 elements that it brings in with every different recipe. And then you just put all that shit together and wham bam, grand slam, you got yourself fucking food. So there is a recipe in here called shrimp and scallion dim sum with soy dipping sauce. And that's what we're going to do today. So let's see. From the store, uncooked shrimp, prawns, and scallions. Got my scallions. Got a pack of prawns. We've got them. For the wrappers, rather. So we're going to be making wrappers, of course, for the dim sum. We're doing it all here. So, 1 egg. Large pinch of salt. We have Himalayan salt. 1 1/4 cups all-purpose plain flour, plus extra for dusting. We have some flour right here. For the filling, we have the shrimp. We have the scallions. Small clove of garlic, crushed. We'll grab this clove. This is a pretty good looking clove of garlic. There we go. 1 teaspoon of soy sauce. I have my soy sauce in here. 1 teaspoon of white wine vinegar. I also have white wine vinegar in here. Isn't this thing fucking dope? 1 teaspoon of superfine caster sugar. We have sugar. To quote the book, these Asian-inspired packages / parcels are actually much simpler to make than you'd think. If you make the wrappers in advance, you can freeze the rolled out wrappers in between layers of parchment or baking paper, and then it's just a matter of pulling them out of the freezer 20 minutes before you want to cook. It's pretty sweet. And this whole thing, according to this thing, 25 minutes prep time, so that's the show, basically, and then 5 minutes cooking time. So I'm going to be prepping it all now so that I can cook it all for when my love comes home for dinner. I have no idea when she's leaving. She could already be on her way home, in which case I'm fucked. But we're going to see. So, to make the wrappers, mix the egg with the salt in a small bowl. Okay, let's get on to that. Bowl right here, yeah. Come here, senor egg. Yeah, mix the apples. Egg with the salt in a small bowl. And then just put the flour... Mix it with the salt in a small bowl, then put the flour into a large bowl. Okay, 2 different bowls. Radical. Alright. Okay. I love how I pulled that bowl down, and all along I had, like, a clean version of said bowl already on the fucking table. I'm gonna need you. Come over here, measuring cup. TYVM. Okay. Salt. How much salt did we need? A large pinch of salt. Okay. That's a large pinch. IMHO. Am I mixing them? Yes, I am. Okay, just use a fork. Very simple so far. I'll read the rest while I do this. Put the flour into a large bowl. Pour in the egg mixture and add just enough water, about 1/4 cup, to form a dough. Okay, cool. That sounds rad. Well, I'll put that there. And I believe down here... Ha-ha! I have it. Okay, so how much flour do we need to put in this thing? 1 1/4 cups, or 5 Oz, or 150 grams of all-purpose plain flour. Now, tell me that you can measure one of those things. So, which one do we need here? 5 Oz. I love how it has 4 Oz and 6 Oz. What about 150 grams? Yeah, I guess that would be about the same, maybe? Is that the right... Oh no, that's not even grams, that's mils. There's grams. 100 grams. What? That can't be right. Why are there two different categories for grams? Okay, this category for grams is with flour. Cool. So obviously that's 100 grams and that's 150 grams. That must be it. It can't be the bottom one. It might be the bottom one. That doesn't make any fucking sense. It's closer to the top one. We're going to run with that. That's clearly what I'm meant to be running with here. We'll fill that with flour. As you can see, I am just as, new to all of this, and I'm not exactly a great cook, so... You should feel confident. When you see this and you think to yourself, I can do that, you most definitely can. Oh, fuck. Oh, no, that's about... that's about... It's a little bit more than I needed. Just a little bit more. It's 150. Sick. Alright, we did it. We don't need you anymore, man. Boom, Shanker. Alright, he's out. We're putting all of that in here. I'm gonna give this guy a quick clean. Actually, he'll be fine. He'll be fine. We've got him there. You're gonna pour the egg mixture into there, and then you're gonna add just enough water, about 60 mils of water. Right. It's the next thing I've got to figure out here. Mils. 60. I see 100 mils, not 60, man. So we'll go halfway up, I guess. That looks like 60 to me. Right, we've got that prepared. To form a dough. Right. Okay, and then we're going to knead that shit for at least 5 to 10 minutes. That's with a K. On a floured work counter. A floured work counter. I've got to dry this shit and I've got to put flour on it. So let's get all that prepped before we even jump into this fork. Just going to move this stuff over here for a moment. Yes. Okay, cool. Got this. Let's give it a good dry. Wunderbar. Alright, that's all ready to work with. We can do that. I'll do what the chefs do. I'll do the thing. There. Wonderful. Okay. We need you again. And the other thing I'm going to do before I jump into this, it's not a big thing, doesn't really matter, probably a lot of people don't really care, but I'm going to take my rings off to do this because I happen to know that shit gets fucking everywhere. So I'm just going to take... I learned that trick from watching a movie. Oh, yeah. I'm trying to remember the movie and I can't remember it. Okay. Little bit of flour there on the table, just like that. Whee! I don't even know if that's the right amount. Move that shit around. Yeah, nice floured surface like. Alright, and then we're going to pour this shit in here. I'm going to do the thing. Butter goes in. I don't know if I was meant to make a hole in that shit for the... Did I just say butter? For the egg or not, but I think it'll be fine. We're going to do a rinse, a little bit of water. Grand slam. Alright. So I guess we should probably do this shit together, yeah? So I'll just point that little camera down. That's looking about right to me. So if I move this over here, can you see it? Not really. How can we orchestrate this? I guess what if I... Oh, that's an idea. What if I moved you here and I just sort of... What if I did that? Oh, look at that! Man, this fucking Logitech thing is alright. Okay, I'm just gonna move this shit around, you I'm just gonna stir it. There we go. Just gonna put it through my. Oh god, it's getting everywhere. All right. Oh. Oh no! All right. Just keep it up. Keep it up. All right. Let's just try to. It's sticking to me. I think that means I need more flour, doesn't it? Oh no! Oh god! I can't get a hand out to get flour. What do you do? Okay. Alright. I'm just gonna flatten that. Get over here. There we go. Alright, there we go. I did it. I'm gonna clean the webcam after this. Yeah, you can see. Okay, so I've got this thing over here. My hands are covered in shit. And, there's a lot of bits that have come off it. But in all theory, I think that should be fine. We just sort of keep... The basic idea is that you just keep kneading it, as it says, you know, like driving your fists into it, moving it around. And it basically, it really does. It just becomes a dough. I mean, look at this thing. Like, you know, like it did work. We've got, you know, it's doughy, you know, looks like that shit in the posters in the nice restaurants. It works. Just put some more flour in it. Okay, so I'm going to read this thing while I do this. Knead the dough for at least 5 to 10 minutes on a floured work counter or until the dough is smooth and soft. Then divide it into about 20 small balls. Cover the balls with a damp dish towel, pardon me, to stop them from drying out while you make filling and assemble the dim sum. Okay, alright, that's pretty cool. We can do that. Okay. Dough is smooth. So now we're going to divide this into about 20 small balls. Okay, 20. That's a number. Let's do that then. Motherfucker. Get out. Alright, that's like 2 balls. One is clearly bigger than the other. Welcome to my childhood. Alright. This guy, there we go. This seems like a relatively good way to do this. I mean, I don't know if this is how one should, but this is what we're doing. So this is all we have to do. And we want to keep going until we hit 20 balls. And don't get you know, intimidated or worried by the fact that they're getting relatively small as you go on with this, because you are going to be, of course, flattening them out and making dim sum. So, you know, you'd be surprised with how much you get out of these when you do this. Just keep going with it, basically. Alright. Un, dos, tres, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We need 5 more. Okay. That's 20. Let's just dry off this guy, because he seems wet for some reason. Oh, that's because I cleaned him earlier, so he's wet. There we go. Moderately damp as well. So that's good. We'll transfer these guys to this. There we go. Alright. Damp dish towel. Moderately damp. There we are. Covered. Okay, so next thing. Mix all the filling ingredients together in a bowl and lightly flour a baking sheet. Filling ingredients. What do we need? Uncooked shrimp, finely chopped. Bam, there we go. Wonderful. Okay. Mix all the filling ingredients together in a bowl and light the flour on a baking sheet. So one of those ingredients is, of course, the uncooked shrimp, and these need to be finely chopped. So, let's see, where are we? Oh, fuck my goddamn finger. Oh, alright. Let's just move them over here for a second. I'll get this over here. I am probably going to take these tails off, TBH. I don't really want them. Oh, they pull off really easily. That's great. And just give that guy a good chop. There we go. That's pretty thick, to be honest. I could probably chop it even thinner, even finer. There we go. All right, prawns are cut. That's all done. So, this bowl here, I guess we put them all in. Get in there. Yeah. Oh, shit, there's bits falling everywhere. Okay, can you even see that on the camera? Not really. Take it over here. Sorry about that. Gotta keep all this shit in frame. Pardon me. All right, there we go. Boom, boom, boom. So, a lot of prawn bits. It's looking pretty good. Okay. Now what else do we need for this thing? Okay, for the filling. So we've got that. Now we need 3 scallions, spring onions, greens and whites, finely sliced. That's these guys. I think what we'll do is we'll actually go for 2 of them, and we'll use one of them for the... Actually, I'll just take a couple bits, I guess, out of these, and I'll use that for the dipping sauce, because this is a lot of spring onion. Fuck you! Right, there you go. Okay. That's a thing. Okay, cool. I never quite know what to do with these. Alright, I need to go and clean them. Very simple, yes? Yes. Alright, here we come. Actually, this is a pretty good angle. I don't even need to fucking move the goddamn camera anymore. That's good. Okay, we got this sorted. You don't need to see my face. Alright, here we go. This is a nice bit too, I guess. I don't know. It's because it says whites and greens, so I assume all of it. Although maybe not that bit. That bit just doesn't look as good. Go away. If you're a real cook and I'm doing anything wrong here, obviously feel free to come and, you know, unload. Tell me all the things that I'm doing horrifically wrong with this, because I am not a trained cook. I have never done a cooking class. I'm just a simple man who wants to eat some nice food with his bae, and well, so this is the path that's taken me on. Do we eat this bit? Do I cut this? This must be a part of it. It's a whole thing. Look at all that. What does it say? Wait, where's the thing? Spring onions. Yeah? Greens and whites, finely sliced. It must be right. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna keep going. Okay. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's it. Look at that. Oh yeah, we're getting the bits. This is obviously what we're meant to be doing. Okay, I think we're on the right way. Okay. Alright, we got that bit done, so that they're all completed, which is wonderful. So, 3 scallions, finely sliced, and all of that, again, with the bowl, all of that's going in, so... I think the knife might sort of help me to guide all of this in there without dropping too much of it. Get into the bowl, motherfucker. Whoa! Okay, cool. Now, I've got a handy little trick with the clove. If you want to know a really great way to open a garlic clove, like super quick, really easily, I thought my mom told me this one. You just see how there's like 2 ends to this motherfucker, right? You got like the weird blunt end, and then you got that weird growth end. Well, the blunt end, we're gonna chop off just like, you know, a millimeter from that blunt end. So just yeah. So we chopped off a bit. Then, we just lie this guy down flat, put the knife over him like this, give it a good wallop, just like that. Look at that, that comes off immediately. Now we just go fucking garlic. Fuck this shit, right? It's out. And we need to chop him, well, we just need to crush him for this apparently, but I'll give him a bit of the chop, because obviously he probably needs a bit of the chop for this, so we will do that. Because I don't have a mortar and pestle or anything like that. I don't know how crushed they mean. So we'll just chop the Jesus out of this guy. Yeah, it's, you know. Yeah, alright. Still got my cold. There we go. Garlic is in. Alright, cool. Teaspoon of soy sauce. Okay. Easy peasy Japanesey. Where are we? teaspoon. Alright, yeah. And a teaspoon of the white wine vinegar, if I'm not wrong. Yep. Yeah. Open that shit up. Just a fucking teaspoon? Are you goddamn serious? I'm gonna go for another one. 1 teaspoon. As if that's enough. You fucking serious? Yeah, apparently. Seems really weird to me. And a teaspoon of the white wine vinegar. Alright, cool. Sure. Well, because I did 2 teaspoons of that, I'll do 2 teaspoons of that as well. There we go. Little bit extra. 1 teaspoon of the sugar. I think what I'll do with this video is I'll keep the ingredients, I'll actually list them all on the side as this video goes on, so you'll always have access to them if you are planning on actually following along and cooking. I'll make it really easy for you. Okay, I guess I should probably mix all this around. It's a pretty small bowl. I'm not going to need this one again, so I'm actually going to clean this one out, and I'll mix the shit proper inside this, because that's not going to do much. Got this bowl here. I'm going to put everything into that bowl. Much better. Okay, and I'll just give this, just use this teaspoon. Give it all a bit of a stir. Oh, wonderful. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's good. Look at that. That's going to be going into our dim sum. Dim sum. Dim sum. Super keen. Okay. I should probably clean the workspace a little bit because we've got to do some more bullshit. Okay, now look at him, sparkly fucking clean. Alright, so, baking sheets, if I'm not mistaken, yeah? Oh, Christ, I hate ripping them off. Alright, there we go. Cool. Got the baking sheets sorted. On a lightly floured work counter, roll a dough ball into a circle. Alright, that's right, we're rolling them into circles. Place 2 teaspoons of the filling in the circles, and then we're pinching them, and then we're putting them onto here. Yeah? Let me cook. Rad! Okay, so we're all good to go. So we've got that shit there. Sick dog. Alright, so you can see the counter here. It's pretty simple. We're gonna flour this thing again. In fact, I'm just gonna get all this shit out of the way because there's a lot of just like dough and stuff there, and we don't really want that getting in the way. Okay. Alright. There we go. There we go. Lightly floured. Key word there. Lightly. You don't need to go nuts. Just, you know, make it look like Ashy Larry. So let's read that out again. Roll a dough ball into a circle. Okay. About 4 inches and as thinly as possible. That's right. That's right. We actually need a rolling pin, and I think I have one. I think I have a rolling pin. I do have a rolling pin. I don't know how well it's gonna work, but I have a fucking rolling pin. Whoa, dude. Hey, I know what we've got to do, actually. A little bit of flour on the rolling pin. That usually does the trick, I'm pretty sure. If you have issues with the rolling pin and shit sticking to it, you normally flour your rolling pin. And that way, when you use it, motherfucker, comes off a lot easier. Because otherwise you're going to have some mad issues, and that's never fun. Like, he'll still stick. He'll still be kind of sticky. Little bitch, get off. But generally, it's not going to be too bad. I said, get off the rolling pin, you actual jerk. Oh my god, what the fuck? Stop it. Okay, he's off. He's sort of off. I'm just going to use my hands with the rest of it at that point, I think. It's meant to be a bit thicker in the middle, but fuck it. I think it'll be fine. Okay, and what's the width roughly here? 4 inches and thin. I don't know what that looks like to you guys, but that's sort of where I'm at. with that. So, I think that should be fine. I think that's an absolutely fine size. And then 2 teaspoons of the stuff inside it. Okay, radical. We can do that. So, grab our bowl. We have our bowl. Bowl. Grab a teaspoon. Just a normal sized teaspoon. And we put that in the middle there. There we are. And then we grab one more. And we do that again. Okay. And that is effectively the beginnings of a dumpling. Dim sum. Yada yada. Okay. And then we want to wrap that shit up. So I think I'm going to go crescent style with a lot of these dudes just because it's easier and it works out pretty good. So you just kind of pinch the bits together really and see for yourself. There you go. That's a dim sum, right? That's done. And then I just put that shit on the page. You're done at that point. I mean, aside from steaming, that's it. So we're gonna do it again. Oh fuck me! Don't do this to me with your last one, you actual piece of shit. Okay. Can we do one side? We can. Okay, that's cool. Just whatever. Come on. Oh my god. You motherfucker. Alright. I'm just gonna push you in there. There you go. Bam. Done. Fucking finished. Alright, so we've done that. At this stage, the dim sum can be covered loosely with plastic wrap, cling film, and chilled in the refrigerator for a few hours until you're ready to cook. Or you can go straight ahead to cook. To cook, cut out small squares of parchment, which is the baking paper that we got here. Sit each dumpling on a square, so you can basically just cut the squares out that we've got on here. And then you place them. You sit each dumpling on a square of paper. Place the dumplings and paper in a bamboo or metal steamer. Set over a pan of simmering water and cook for 5 minutes, or until the shrimp, prawns are pink and the dough is translucent. That's it. And then in a small bowl, you just mix the dipping sauce ingredients together, and then you just serve it. And that's fucking it. So one thing I will show you guys before I wrap this up, because I'll probably wait until Rihanna gets home before we cook anything. I'll just make sure we can see each other. It's pretty good. Fine, whatever. Oh wait, no, that's not too good. You're on the book. Just, oh god. Does that work? Can you see? That seems fine. My laptop's on the ground. That's why I'm always looking down there. Okay. I'll show you what I use for that. It's really, really simple. You can get a bamboo version or a metal version, doesn't matter. I think I got this at IKEA, but I think a lot of other places sell it too. Actually, you know what? I don't think I did. I think I actually got this at the Duka store. It's just one of these. And it's a steamer. You see? So it's just got these little bits at the bottom. So all you're gonna do, I've got the pan that this attaches, that this sits on. So you just fill this motherfucker with water. Let's go right here. Just make sure, yeah. And it's simmering or steaming? Simmering water. So like boil the water for a bit and then stop the boil and put the heat on like 3 or something like that, 2 or 3, maybe 4, so that it's simmering. And then once you've got that, sit this guy on top and you put the dim sim in here. You don't want the water to go even close to that. You know, you want it to be like a good couple centimeters or an inch below this. And then you just sit the dim sum in there and they steam. And if you want, you can close, I think you can close the lid as well. I think we closed the lid last time. So you can close the lid on it as well. Watch them steam 5-10 minutes and they should in all theory be done. That's it. And you've made fucking dim sum. It's fucking awesome. I hope you guys have had an enlightening, educational, and fun time in Mike's Cooking Corner with Mike. And remember, guys, you're the ones that are making things interesting here. So keep coming back, keep things interesting, and I'll come up with more recipes to show you guys in future. Have a great day.